Wow. Holy crap, this place is nuts. Is that a stripper pole? Hello? It's Greg. You invited me here for the Zombieland Invitational this weekend? Oh, hey Tallahassee, what's up, man? Yeah, you don't have to say anything. You know, I have clearly disturbed you. You were in the middle of staring. Little Rock, what's up? It's great. Have I upset you too? Huh. Wow. You have like a whole, like, second floor loft? Man, this place is nuts. Whoa, this is crazy. Man, this place just keeps going. Columbus, Wichita. Wow. It's so nice to meet you guys. Man, this place is crazy and I can't wait for this weekend. And who's this guy, right? Sorry, I'm just nervous. Just trying to make some small talk.
I feel bad for people eaten by zombies, but silver lining. No lines at the grocery store, no traffic, no small talk. Overall,
Kind of rude.
I think it's kind of worth it.
All right, well. Yeah, so it was really nice meeting you. Thanks for having me, I guess. I look forward to working with you. Oh, why did I say that? All right, I'm gonna hit my room. Is it this way? This, what the is that?
What a dumbass.
When I saw developer XR Zombieland on the Oculus Store, my first thought was great, a cash grab for another movie property. And it is that. But I'm glad it didn't let that stop me, as Zombieland Headshot Fever is actually a fun little game. So what kind of game is it? Well, it's not trying to compete with other deeper zombie VR games like The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners or Arizona Sunshine. Headshot Fever is instead something more straightforward and simple. An on-rails VR shooter akin to arcade shooter House of the Dead. And that in and of itself is fine by me, as House of the Dead was a fun and fantastically popular arcade game. And just like House of the Dead before it, Headshot Fever would fit right into any 90s era, or for that matter, modern era arcade. So the backstory is this: you spent the zombie apocalypse hunkered down in the safe room of your employer in Silicon Valley billionaire Milo Smartick.
That's the guy.
Milo held a contest called the Zombieland Invitational, or as Tallahassee calls it,
Better known as the Nut Up Cup.
none of this heretofore is a reason for you to involve yourself in the sport of competitive zombie murder. Until this one incident.
You got the huevos rancheros to give it a shot?
Oh my god, we could train you.
I got 10 worthless pre-apocalypse dollars on a quick death for new guy here.
Rude.
I'll take that bet. New guy, you got yourself a coach.
And that is about it really for storyline. This is your purpose in the game, to go through a series of levels, each more difficult than the last, with the intention of preparing you for a final boss level. So like a Mario game, the mansion serves as an overworld to trying to tie together the overall aspects of the game. Tallahassee provides munitions and their upgrades in the kitchen. Little Rock lords over missions, 15 in total, at the pool table, and Columbus and Wichita represent in-game achievements in the loft. You'll spend most of your time with Little Rock making your way through the missions, with pit stops in the kitchen with Tallahassee, upgrading and obtaining your new weapons. Speaking of weapons, you earn new weapons and enhancements called perks by completing one of 4 goals in each level. The goals are pretty straightforward, like surviving the mission, beating a specific time, getting a number of headshots, or finding an object to shoot. I was able to achieve each one, with a few being a bit of a challenge, but not so much a challenge that I was ready to rage quit, and god damn it, I would rage quit. Each mission takes place in its own environment, like a gas station, or a junkyard, or your childhood home. Within these mission locations, you're introduced to each type of zombie, the aptly named throwers, who throw items which you have to shoot, homers, who you shouldn't shoot or else incur a 5-second penalty, screamers, who attract more zombies, sports fans, who enrage other zombies, ferals, who rush you, and big guys, which are just large zombies that require a ton of hits. As you move your way through each mission, you're chided or cheered by the Zombieland regulars, providing you with mission completion time updates. But once you've beaten the required time and you're headed back in for one of the 4 other mission objectives, they seem to only want to talk about your total completion time, which can get a bit annoying when you're purposely taking your time to find an object placed somewhere in the mission level. If you enjoy this by all means have at it, but I eventually muted the voiceover volume in the settings, and I think you should too. Regarding the movement system, although the entire game is on rails and you can't freely walk anywhere, your movement, or really lack thereof, is actually handled really well. Like the previously mentioned House of the Dead, you are placed in specific points in the game world where you have to fend for yourself to complete a series of kills, and then you move on. But unlike House of the Dead, the game only travels to the next spot when you decide you're damn good and ready. So essentially this, just don't look at that spot and you won't move. Need to reload? Then don't look at that spot. Want to take in the scenery for a moment? Then just don't look at the damn spot. It's super simple and it's super effective. I also really like the reload mechanic. I think I still prefer picking up ammunition from my imaginary munitions belt around my waist and like feeding it into the gun like many other games, but honestly this was just as effective and fun, and likely easier for new casual players. It's basically this. Flick the thumbstick down to eject the empty magazine, then move your gun down to the magazine in your gun belt where the magazine gets sucked into the gun, and that's it, you're done. The entire action becomes one smooth movement after a while, and it's super satisfying. Lastly, adrenaline. Zombies can move quickly, especially the ferals. So with a subsequent series of headshots, you can slow down time up to 3x, giving you time to think, reload, and change tactics, overall making things much more manageable. So after making your way through the base missions, gathering firearms, and gearing up, you're eventually ready for the Zombieland Invitational.
The Nut Up Cup.
And everything you learn in the prior missions culminates in the education and experience you need to make it through the Invitational, and I have to give it to the developers. They did a really good job with this. It didn't feel like a sudden massive difficulty spike where I'm left questioning why they put me through all these prior missions, nor did I feel like I could breeze through it. I played the practice run a couple times, and tried for the said Nut Cup, and after a few failures, I finally made it. And overall, it was satisfying.
What, did I really just do it?
I wasn't frustrated, but it also wasn't a walk in the park.
Oh, hell yeah, man!
I feel they nailed the difficulty progression. So a quick wrap up. If you're simply looking for advice on whether or not you should buy Zombieland Headshot Fever, then I can give you a solid yes. It is a great experience. If you like Crisis Brigade or its predecessors, Time Crisis or House of the Dead, then you're going to love this. And really, I have no negatives. I mean, I can always find something wrong with anything we play, but the overall experience of Zombieland Headshot Fever was super positive for me. And like a really good mobile game you keep returning to, this one is staying on my quest. I 100% plan on starting over and playing again. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you all. Please tell your friends, please tell your family, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you guys here next week.